Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal. As you know it, back in March, I watched 7 of my guys hit over $10,000 in income just for the month of March, and they weren't veterans. They were completely brand new. But in this video, I'm basically gonna break down for you how they were able to achieve this $10,000 income, which probably most of you that are watching this video, it's like a dream to you, making $10,000 a month. And I'll tell you what, when you achieve $10,000 a month in the automotive industry, that is literally just the beginning. Once you make a $10,000 income, you don't accept any less. And then you start making more and more and more. But that first $10,000 that you make in the automotive industry, it will be the hardest $10,000 that you have ever made. And if you've never made $10,000, I can tell you right now, it is gonna be harder than you think. But once you achieve that $10,000 income, something happens to you. Something happens to you internally. Something happens to your belief system. Something happens to your limiting beliefs. Because I can tell you right now, one of the reasons why you're probably not making a $10,000 income in the automotive industry is because of the limiting beliefs that you have. And you're watching this video right now, either you're stuck and you're in the automotive industry and you're not making a $10,000 income, or you're somebody that's potentially thinking about getting started in the automotive industry and you're wondering what type of income is possible. Well, in this video, I'm gonna go through you the special qualities that the people had for me. And again, the staff that I run right now with the store that I run, we only have 12 salespeople. But out of those 12, 7 of them made over $10,000 in the month of March. And out of those 7, 3 of them made over 20. These people had no prior sales experience. So the belief that you probably have in your mind right now is that it's too good to be true. It's not possible. There's no way that that could happen. How can people with no experience just walk into the automotive industry and make over $10,000 a month? The truth is, you can make $10,000 a month, but you need to become a completely different person. There's no way that you will make $10,000 a month without becoming a person that deserves to make $10,000 a month. I hope that makes sense to you. You think that you're gonna walk into the automotive industry without having to put any hard work, without having to do any daily activities every single day, without having a plan, without working your ass off. You think it's possible to make $10,000 a month? Absolutely not. The truth is that you need to design yourself to become a $10,000 a month person. Because if you don't, and for somehow, some way, and this happens all the time, that you get lucky and you fall across a $10,000 month, I can tell you right now, you will come right back down to what you deserve. Because out of life, you get what you deserve. So in March, what happened was that these people became completely different people. They became freaking savages. And what happened was that we had launched a contest, which was called the Ironman contest. So in the month of March is the only month where we're open 7 days a week. Usually we are closed on Sundays. We set the vision. We told everybody there's gonna be an Ironman contest. And if they hit their targets, and if they work every single day in March, some of you are, what the hell? What about life, work-life balance, this and that? I can tell you right now, out of the 12 staff members that we had, 10 of them completed Ironman. They worked every single day. 2 of them didn't, because they took 1 day off. One of them had a medical emergency, the other one got injured. But the point of the matter is that everybody completed Ironman. And was it hard? No, it wasn't, because every day when they went to work, they enjoyed what they did. They loved what they did. They enjoyed the process. See, we have this thing in our minds where define to me what work is. When I walk into the dealership every single day, it's not work. Like, I get to go into a dealership, which is pumping AC, wearing a suit, wearing a tie, easy, relaxed, and customers come to me every day and I get to service them and I get the potential to sell them a car and make a $10,000 income, and you're gonna tell me that is work? That is stressful? And that's the mindset that completely shifted with all of these folks that worked for me. It wasn't actually work, it was play. And when your work becomes play, that's when you start making the type of money that you wanna make. Athletes, you see the greatest athletes in the world, the reason why they're able to go to work every single day, the reason why Kobe was able to practice twice a day was because it wasn't work, it was play to him. So the first mindset shift that we made was that we defined the definition of work. Did they have to sacrifice a little bit from their family to make the most amount of money that they've ever made in the automotive industry? Yes, they did. But will they have to do that again? No. And this is leading to my second point. I told them that March is gonna set the standard for the rest of the year. But to get to that $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 income, you're gonna have to do things that you have never done before. You are going to have to work your ass off. But once you achieve what you're supposed to achieve this month, I can tell you right now, you can actually start working less, but the results will remain the same or even more. This will be the least amount of cars that you will ever sell this year. This will be the least amount of income that you will ever make. And that's why I started off this video by telling you that the first $10,000 that you make in this automotive industry will absolutely be the hardest. It'll take more than what you think it's gonna take. You will have to work harder than you think you will have to work. But at the end of the day, once you get it, your life will completely change. When you look at your bank account, you will never want to go back. When your spouse, when your family, when you see the restaurants, the things that you're able to buy, the places that you're able to go, once you start making that income, you will never go back. So the biggest takeaway that I can give you, how were these guys able to achieve a $10,000 income? The main difference that I saw between the guys that did and the people that didn't was a business owner mentality versus an employee mentality. And that's how we started off the month. We started it off with thinking, like, if you want business owner money, if you want to get paid like a business owner, you have to act like a business owner. That is at the beginning of building his business. Any entrepreneur that's ever started a business, at the beginning, you have to give it literally everything that you got. Literally, early mornings, late nights, time away from their family. But what happens after 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Now, all of a sudden, they're built their dream. Look at any entrepreneur that's been very successful, that sold their company now. Now they're living their dream life. But at the beginning, you have to sacrifice. And I told my guys, I said, look, at the end of the day, somebody's going to sacrifice something. Either you are going to sacrifice time with your family right now. Either you are going to sacrifice maybe part of your health right now. Either you are going to sacrifice some time right now. Or the person that's going to need to do that is your future self. Or he's going to make the sacrifice. And his kids are going to make the sacrifice. And his wife is going to make the sacrifice because you weren't willing to do it right now. At the end of the day, you will have to sacrifice some time, some point in your life. Either you can do that now or you can do that later. But I can tell you right now, if you do that now, 5 years from now, your future self will look back at you and he will thank you for making the sacrifice that you were willing to make today. For having that business owner mentality versus an employee mentality, for treating this business like a business, for spending time away from his family. Your daughter, who is 2, 3, 4 years old, when she's 8 years old, she will thank daddy. Look back and say thank you for sacrificing this time so you can spend more time with me now. Or you can just keep doing what you're doing. Half-ass work, thinking that you going to work, putting in the hours that you are right now, doing whatever you do at work right now, thinking that that is hard work and fooling yourself and fooling your family and fooling your spouse. Or you can actually dig down and realize that the amount of output that you're doing is not going to be enough. It's going to need to be double or triple. Business owner mentality versus employee mentality was the main difference between the guys who absolutely crushed it in March and didn't. If you treat the automotive industry like a real business, like you act like you're opening the store, you act like you're closing the store, you act like the inventory is yours, and you have a set of daily non-negotiables that you try to hit every single day, there's no reason why you can't make $10,000 a month. So if you're watching this video until this point, if you want to know exactly how I was able to make a $250,000 income within 3 years in the automotive industry, click the video in the description below. That walks you through exactly how I was able to make a $250,000 income. But at the end of the day, don't take the automotive industry for granted. This is one of the industries where you can literally come in with no experience and absolutely change your life. Until next time, I'll see you later.